Welcome to another episode of the Game Design Journal, the show where I speak about my favorite features from games, analyze them, and offer my perspective as both a designer and a player. Hello everyone, what a week it has been for the gaming industry. We had the Game Awards on Thursday, I believe, and there's so much to talk about. And I have here a very good friend of mine and a co-worker, Yiannis. Yiannis, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. Hello viewers. I should say listeners in this case. Yes, my name is Yiannis Fermanis, a fellow game enthusiast and also game dev.
Yeah, did you watch the Game Awards, Yiannis?
I couldn't watch them live, but I did check out a lot of the winners and nominees, but not for every category. But we'll go through it today, I assume.
Yeah, we'll go through maybe all of the categories, the winners, discuss our thoughts on it. And yeah, there's so much to say. There's so many game announcements as well. We can go over them, what games you're excited about, what games I'm excited about. We have a lot of stuff to discuss. So,
yes, definitely.
To anyone listening, grab a cup of your favorite beverage and sit along with us if you want. So, we're gonna use the list from IGN's page, and for the sake of, keeping the hype up, we can start from the bottom of the list.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, sound about right. Okay, so the first one from what I see here is Best Adaptation, and the winner was Arcane League of Legends. Have you watched it?
I have. Arcane was amazing. Definitely an easy pick for a winner. Though a second pick would be Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Mm-hmm.
That was also an amazing adaptation.
Okay.
It generated quite the hype, that anime, Cyberpunk. It got a lot of people back into Cyberpunk, from what I heard.
I know you told me to watch it. I know you told me to watch both of them.
They're pretty good, yeah.
I mean, clearly, right? But I tried to watch Cyberpunk, but maybe it was late at night and maybe I wasn't sitting in the best lighting conditions, but it was too flashy, literally. Like, I couldn't watch it. It was literally hurting my eyes, and I really need to try it again with, a better setup.
Yeah, it does have a lot of flashing lights and stuff, but you can get through it. You can do it.
I will. I'll let you know, and I will let you know what I think. So, do you agree with Arcane winning then? I don't have an opinion on this.
Yeah, Arcane was great. I mean, it was an in-progress project for like 5 years, so it better win. It should win this category.
Oh, wait, was it actually in development for 5 years?
Yeah, something like maybe not 5, maybe 4, but it's been for a very long time, so it's definitely deserved. This should be the winner. Yeah, I haven't watched everything else here. Like, I haven't watched the Cuphead show or Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or even Uncharted, but I assume Arcane would still win even if I watched this.
I only watched Uncharted from the list, and okay, it was enjoyable, but yeah, like I don't know, it didn't really hit all the points I expected it to. Like, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I watched it with some friends. But I don't know. It wasn't my my favorite video game movie adaptation. I still prefer Prince of Persia, I think, from...
I didn't even know there was Uncharted adaptation this year.
Okay, I mean, maybe...
And I've played the games.
The games are amazing. Good, I love them.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Which one's your favorite?
Ooh, tough question. Right. I played all... I played all of them except the spin-off at the end. I forgot the name, with Chloe and Nadine. The Lost Legacy. The Lost Legacy.
Oh, right,
it was like a shorter game. Yeah, I played all of them except that. I really... Okay, did you also play the the PlayStation Vita one, the Golden Abyss.
The PlayStation Vita. No, I don't think I've played that one. So those two are out of the. Yeah, I haven't played those two. Yeah.
Okay, for me it's either 2 or 4. 4 due to how it ended the whole saga. I really enjoyed it. I think it was one of the best endings in games.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Yeah. What do you think? Which one was your favorite?
So it's kind of simple, really. The first experience is usually my best, so the first one. Just
Really?
because it was the first experience for me with the franchise. So
Oh,
I really
wow.
liked how I wasn't expecting the half zombie beasts or whatever those were. I was not expecting them at all. So that was a great surprise for me.
Dude, that section gave me almost nightmares. I was quite young when I
Yeah.
played it. Oh God. Oh, you brought up memories now. Oh.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, but it's quite the experience. So it's memorable for sure.
Okay, yeah, you're right in that one. It stays with you. Okay.
Yep, definitely.
Awesome. Cool. Well, hopefully we get another Uncharted game down the line, preferably without Nathan Drake, because I think his story came to a fitting close. That's
Great.
it. Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Cool. Are you ready to move on to the next category? Because I think we will disagree here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the next category was most anticipated game, and we have some really heavy contenders here.
I mean, how do you gauge that though?
It's a personal, it's a personal opinion, right? Which one are you most hyped for?
Yeah, remind me, did actual viewers, players vote on this, or was it just critics?
No, you get the chance to. At least I voted. You got the chance to vote a few weeks, maybe, before the actual Game Awards, through their website, through Discord. There were quite a few channels you could do it from.
Let me rephrase the question. What I meant to say is how important were the votes of the players? Because there are critics as well. Usually, it weighs more towards the critics' choice. But I don't know. Yeah,
you're 100% correct. I have no clue what the weighting was. I don't know. I really don't know.
All right.
But we had some really big games like Final Fantasy 16, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and Zelda, the next big mainline Zelda game, which was the winner.
Yep, Zelda was the winner.
What do you think about that?
So, expected, I say. Breath of the Wild is usually regarded as one of the best or the best Switch games, so the follow-up to that is obviously very anticipated. What I would have picked was Final Fantasy 16, but again, it's very subjective. It's not something that you can really gauge. Also, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, so that's probably another reason.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't.
Oh,
I will one day. I'm not a huge fan of exploration games, but I will. One day I will.
Wait, hold up. Okay, well, I'm gonna bring it up later when we're discussing the other categories, but that.
All right.
I know you played Elden Ring, right? How do you not like exploration games?
I mean, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough. So you would have voted for Final Fantasy 16, is that right?
Yes, I did vote actually for Final Fantasy 16. Yeah.
Okay, Final Fantasy 16 would be my second choice. I did vote for Zelda because I loved the first one, and I really hope Tears of the Kingdom builds on top of that, because some people say it's a perfect game, Breath of the Wild. I disagree with that. I do have some nuisances that say that I would prefer they were better or addressed. I really hope Tears of the Kingdom touches upon them, and I'm really looking forward to it. Other than that, it would probably be Hogwarts Legacy, and I don't really care about Resident Evil or Starfield, personally.
Yeah, I'm not into those franchises either, so yeah, can't comment on those.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. See, I told you, semi disagree here.
Yeah, I mean, I get it why it's the most anticipated. it's expected. Like, I'm not mad about it. Also, we got an amazing Final Fantasy 16 trailer, so I'm definitely not mad.
Dude, the music! I watched that like 10 times.
That was so good. I can't wait.
10 times. Oh my god, man. I'm so excited for it. I mean, all the people that are working on it, from what they've shown so far, like, it's Naoki Yoshida. He's not the director, from what I'm aware. I think he's the producer, but like the whole team behind it is, builds hype, right? You know their work. The combat director, I think, was the combat director on Devil May Cry 5, if I'm not mistaken. They have music by Soken that does the Final Fantasy 14 music. Everything sounds amazing. I'm so excited.
Played it, the hype is even like more impactful, since 15 was kind of a letdown for Final Fantasy fans, or at least I think it was, or for me it was for sure. So I'm hoping 16, and it does look like it's gonna bring it back up to new highs, the franchise.
Yeah, I played 15. I played it when it released. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't that big into Final Fantasy then, so I didn't really have any expectations. But
have you played the other game, like maybe Final Fantasy 10 or 7 or 9?
I barely played. No, barely. I played like 10, 15 hours of 10. I don't remember where I got to, but I dropped it for some reason. Maybe it got sidetracked. No. Maybe I got sidetracked by something else. I don't know. But yeah, like, I didn't really have any experience with Final Fantasy before 15, to be honest.
I've played almost all of them, so I'm definitely into the franchise.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fair enough. Like, as someone who had, you had certain expectations for it, right? So it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Both games sound amazing. I can't wait. By both, I mean Zelda and Final Fantasy. 2023 is gonna be a great year for games.
It's gonna be an amazing year. There's more stuff we're gonna mention for 2023 later.
Oh yeah. After the Game Awards talk, it's gonna be
it looks like an amazing year. Yeah,
can't wait. So we can move on to the next category. Here, it's the best esports team. I personally don't follow esports, so
me neither. Just League of Legends, kind of, not too much, but that's about it. Yeah.
We can mention the winner, which was Loud, a team that plays Valorant. Congratulations to them. I'm not really into esports, so I don't really have an opinion on this at all, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. So I guess we should just move along.
Yeah, we can skip to the next category, which is the best esports game. Which again, I don't have any opinion. I don't play any of them.
So the winner was Valorant.
Yes,
which is, I guess, not surprising. Though I would have voted for League of Legends, not just because I know the esports scene, but this year, the League of Legends finals were some of the best we've ever had. Like, it was actually very hype, and I did not expect that. Usually it's kind of boring, like the finals, but it turned out amazing. So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised at the end of it, but it's fine. It's fine, yeah.
However, what you just mentioned is covered in the next category, which was the best esports event, and it did go to the it went to the League of Legends World Championship.
I didn't know there's separate categories for event and game. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, again, another category I have no input on. It's just
I mean, it was one of the best finals, as I just said, so a deserved winner, I say. So yeah.
Very good. Best esports coach. Again, the winner was, I don't want to butcher the name. I think I want to skip the esports categories. I don't want to butcher the names of people.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to the winners of best esports and best esports coach and best esports athlete. I don't want to butcher any names. I don't play esports, so I think we should just skip them, right?
Agreed.
Yeah. And next category, content creator of the year, and the winner was Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Ludwig. I butchered the name. Ludwig.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
It's
fine.
it's another category I don't really watch. The only person I actually followed from the list was Nibelian, which was. Do you know Nibelian?
I do not. I only know Ludwig. I've seen some of his stream and highlights, but I don't closely follow him, so I don't know too much about him. Yeah.
Okay, well, Nibelian, basically a Twitter account that was so fast in reporting news. It was one of the best in the industry, I would say. And
Really? Okay.
yeah, but they retired this year. They just said that they would stop, and that was a bit before the Game Awards. I don't know how long before, but yeah, they stopped doing what they're doing. Understandably, I don't think they were monetizing off it at all, and they were so good at it. Like, I'm definitely gonna miss Nibelian.
I see.
Yeah, so my vote would probably go to Nibelian, just because I don't follow or watch any of the rest.
Yeah, I mean, Ludwig looks like a pretty cool guy. He does make good content, but I can't comment too much about them. So yeah, I think we'll just move on.
Yeah, that's another category we probably should have skipped. Okay, moving on to best multiplayer game, and I'm a bit surprised here.
You are?
Yeah, so we had.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Multiversus is on there and didn't win. Okay.
That's not what I was gonna say. Where's Final
really?
Fantasy 14? Yeah, it is a multiplayer game.
Oh right. I don't know why I didn't expect.
Oh, okay, no, it didn't release this year, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's probably that's why.
But
Endwalker here.
But Endwalker released this year, right? So I don't know how they would do that.
Does it count? Endwalker was December last year. I don't know if it counts.
No, it counts. It
really?
Okay, I might be wrong, but I think the cutoff date is somewhere in November. I could be wrong, but I don't think
it was at the start of December also. So like not even like late December.
I'm gonna have to search that up. But either way, Splatoon 3 won. I played it. Did you play it?
I haven't played any of these Splatoon. They look interesting, but I'm not really into multiplayer games in general, so can't comment on that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you know me. I don't really play multiplayer games either, except Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO, which you know. Splatoon 3, congratulations! I played a bit of it. It was fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was also pretty fun. I haven't played the other three, so
I was sure Multiversus was gonna win it. That generated a lot of hype, and a lot of people were like, "Wow, this is like even better than Smash," or at least that's what some people say. I don't know. I haven't played it. So.
Really? Were there people that say it's better than Smash? We should get Dimitris in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Dimitris would agree.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the validity of that statement. Like, I don't know what kind of people said that. So yeah, I don't know.
I haven't played it. I don't know, but yeah, probably Dimitris would have a really strong opinion on that, as you probably heard in the episode with him where he was talking about his platform fighter game. He's obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on. Best simulation/strategy game. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That was the winner. What do you think about that? Have you played it?
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Okay, so for those who don't know, Yiannis included, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope is basically the sequel to the first Mario and Rabbids game, which I forgot the subtitle to. It's developed by Ubisoft, and it basically takes the Rabbids franchise and the Mario franchise of Nintendo and makes a strategy RPG like similar to XCOM, I would say. So think XCOM, but with Mario and Rabbids.
Wow, okay. All right.
Have you never heard of that?
I do know XCOM. I haven't played it, but I do know how it flows, kind of.
It's like Fire Emblem, kind of. It's a strategy game.
Yeah, I mean, it's more Like there's more long range combat, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's Marines, right? They have like guns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now we sound like we're clueless. Like
Yeah,
we're
like so far every category is like
I don't know
the game.
I
I'm
don't
not
know this
sure.
game.
I can't comment.
Okay, I think let's curate the categories, right? Let's skip a few. Best
Yeah,
sports
there's
/ racing
some...
game. I don't have an opinion on that either. Do you? Okay, skip. Best family game. Most of them are Nintendo ones. Okay, probably skip that as well.
Skip. Yep, I agree.
Best fighting game. Do you play fighting games?
Oh, there you go. Like, there we go. Multiverse actually won.
Yeah, Multiverse actually won.
I do have a comment on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, I like JoJo's a lot, like the franchise in general. I did not buy the game though because the netcode is atrocious, and I think it kind of killed the game. If it actually had decent netcode, like not even amazing, just decent, maybe it would have had a chance to rise at the top. But as it is, no chance. Yeah, sad.
That's one of the big issues with online fighter games in general, right? It's the netcode that does everything. It's a problem with Smash as well, by the way. Sadly, but
it is really.
Yeah, I think again Dimitris can probably testify to it, but yeah, it's whenever I tried to play online, it always, I don't know, it never felt proper as it should. There was connection cutting, there was lag, and I think the way it does matchmaking, it always prioritizes people near your region, and there were times where I just couldn't find a match. It was a bit weird. Yeah.
Rollback codes should be the standard nowadays, but it's not.
I agree,
yeah.
But it's not. I have a comment for this category actually. Why is Sifu on here? Sifu is not a fighting game.
Sifu, right? I guess not in the traditional sense, not a 1v1 PvP fighting game, but you are fighting a lot in Sifu.
Yeah, but
just the PvE style more than PvP. Yeah, I don't know if I would have put it here though.
Yeah, aren't those usually considered? I mean, we can't generalize it all the time, but maybe a beat them up, right? I mean, it's like putting the Yakuza games here. They're not
maybe
a fighting game.
Action game, maybe.
Yeah, action beat. I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it's not. I don't think it's a fighting game.
Same.
Yeah. Either way, congratulations to Multiverses. Okay, now we're in the good category.
Okay, now we can talk about this.
Now we have opinions, right? Now we're not clueless, right? Okay, this is the stuff we are making this episode for. So, best RPG, what a category, man! We had Elden Ring, Live Alive, or is it Live Alive? I think I heard people pronounce it that way.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's the second one. Yeah.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, Triangle Strategy, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I played
I'm sure
4 of these.
You have a lot to talk about, I'm sure. I can't comment on all of them, but I definitely can't comment on Elden Ring.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, first of all, Elden Ring won. I expected it. I voted for it. However, I had a faint hope that Xenoblade would win. Obviously, I didn't expect it, and I'm not surprised it didn't win, but just seeing it nominated sparks a joy in my heart. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is so good.
You voted for Xenoblade then, right?
No, I voted for Elden Ring. I wanted to be I wanted to be as objective as possible, right?
I see.
Like, however you put it, in my opinion, which I guess makes it subjective, but Elden Ring was maybe the best game in 2022 by a mile. It was the most memorable one, I would say.
Yeah, I'm sadly I haven't played Pokemon Arceus or Triangle Strategy or Xenoblade, though they are all on my playlist. One day. Like this year, I've been catching up on previous years, like games. So eventually, I'll catch up. give me some time. Yeah.
But for Xenoblade, have you played 1 and 2?
I've played 1.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Was amazing. And I'm waiting for a friend so that we can play Xenoblade 2. But he's studying hard right now, so I'm waiting for him. Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Well, hopefully, because Xenoblade 2 is also great. And you don't need to play 1 and 2 to enjoy 3, but it makes it so much better when you see the connection.
That's what I heard. Yeah, like it helps like enjoy it more.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier. You don't like exploration games. You play Elden Ring.
Yeah.
You loved Elden Ring. What do you mean? How does that work?
Okay, so I have a lot of opinions on Elden Ring.
We have time.
A lot of hot takes as well. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to say these hot topics right now because no one can contest these.
There's can put a Q&A section basically in the podcast, at least on Spotify, and people, if they disagree with you, they can say.
Oh no! Well, I'll be buried alive then.
Up to you.
I mean, I'll say some of them. Okay, you haven't finished Elden Ring, right?
No, I was actually playing last night. I am still at the Godskin duo. I reached a point where I tried to cheese it by changing my build. I went and got 2 katanas with bleed.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I probably messed up somewhere. I might be super under leveled because I'm still like 85, I think, 87.
Yeah, that's definitely under level. Do you know what level I was when I reached that point?
I think you said 130.
115. So
close.
Like 30 levels above. That's a big difference.
Yeah, dude, I can't beat it. I think I messed up. I don't know what to do.
You should explore somewhere else, like, and level up some more, and then come back, and you'll beat it. You'll definitely won't have as much trouble.
Probably a good shout. But yeah, go on. You were saying.
Yeah, so Elden Ring, definitely the best exploration game I've played. But it's not the best FromSoft game. And people have hyped it up to be the best FromSoft game, but I don't think it is. Sekiro, I think, is the best FromSoft game.
Why is that?
And for context, by the way, I'm someone who played Dark Souls 1, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Demon's Souls, and of course Elden Ring. And I've played Dark Souls 3 on level 1, and Sekiro on level 1 HP. Yeah, well, Charmless, of course. That's the hard mode for those who don't know. Yeah.
You played or finished?
Finished. All of them finished, yeah. And the most depth in any of those games is definitely Sekiro. Sekiro is optimized for PvE combat, while Elden Ring is not. Elden Ring is optimized to give you a very cool, flashy experience, but if you go really, really deep into it, it lacks in some areas, specifically the summoning system. I'm not talking about summoning another player, I'm talking about summoning spirits. Like, they are not balanced at all. And most people, I think, will agree. I don't think that's a hot take. Mimic Tier, absolutely broken. And you should try using Mimic Tier.
That got nerfed, right?
It did, but it's still broken from what I hear. I haven't used it actually, so I'm not entirely sure how broken it is, but I heard a lot of talk about that, yeah. But even outside of Mimic Tier, like, if you get Black Knife Tish, or Tiki, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, one of the strongest summons in the game, she can, like, nearly solo almost every boss fight if you get her up to +10, and that's insane. Like, how is this balanced?
Excuse me, what did you call that spirit dash for research purposes?
Black Knife Tish, or Tiki. It's spelled Tiche.
Black Knife.
Black Knife.
There we go. Okay, I will bookmark this for no particular reason.
Yeah, I mean, you should. You definitely should.
Okay, that's good to know. There we go. Bookmarked. Go on.
But even if you ignore that Spirit Dash, because it is the strongest after Mimic Tier, they are too strong. Like they're way too strong, and so much so that there's a whole community around not summoning them. And even if you do, like people kind of get toxic towards you. They're like, "Oh, you beat the game with spirit summons? Really? You didn't play the game then?" And I'm like, "Wow, seriously? Is this what we're doing now?"
You played on easy mode? How dare you make how
yeah,
dare you use features that the game gives you?
What an elitist mindset.
Yeah.
If the game provides you a way to beat it, and it's a legit way and not a cheese or, I don't know, glitch strat, then it's totally legit. There's no one should tell you, no, you shouldn't do that. Yeah.
I agree. As long as you're not abusing, the game. And I've seen people literally cheese bosses by sneaking into the boss room through not the intended entrance, and the boss just wouldn't move and stuff like that.
Always in From Software games, there's plenty of stuff like that. Yeah. And
what do you think about those strats?
I don't like them. I never use them.
Yeah.
I want to play the game as it is intended, not as it is broken. I just don't use them. If you want to use them, okay, that's fine. If you don't like a boss and you just want to cheese them, sure, I won't stop you, but I definitely won't be doing that.
Find me a way to cheese the Godskin duo, please.
So it's not a cheese, or maybe it is, I don't know, but you can put one of them to sleep.
To sleep, yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, so I haven't tried it, but it probably works quite well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Maybe I should try it. I don't know. There's one part of me that's like, no, dude, just beat them normally, and the other one is like, no, just beat them so you can play the rest of the game.
There it is, the elitist mindset there.
It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's definitely not. But if it works for you, it's fine.
But that's the thing. Does it work for me?
Just don't force others to go
the
same mindset. Yeah.
I agree. Like people enjoy playing the game as they enjoy. Like, even if we're being elitist in some games, if you boil it down to it, games they're meant to provide you with entertainment and fun, right? Some people find fun in challenging themselves and
exactly
doing
that's what I did.
Like you, yeah, exactly. You did level 1 runs and Dark Souls and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, and others just enjoy playing the game more casually, using these tactics and strats. That's perfectly fine. I mean, if the game allows you to do it, there's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly, I agree. Yeah. There's more hot takes I have, but I think we should carry on. And then maybe I'll mention them.
Okay, I'm just seeing the next categories and the winners, because the topic is probably going to switch for a bit, and then we'll be back. Fair enough. Okay.
I think,
Awesome. Okay, cool. Best action and adventure game. Winner was God of War Ragnarok. And from the list there, I only played God of War Ragnarok. I played a bit of Horizon as well. I agree with the winner, but I haven't played the rest. I'm
surprised Elden Ring is not here.
They put it under RPG, which is fair enough.
If it's in RPG, you can't put it in action adventure, because it's definitely an adventure. Like, I don't think you can deny that.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't be in both categories, I think, because they're meant to represent different genres, even though you could consider it an action adventure RPG, right? You can't say that, I say. I mean, I would love if Elden Ring was an action adventure instead, so Xenoblade would win, but, fair enough. God of War was great. Have you played Ragnarok? No, right?
I've played the previous one, and I'm definitely looking to playing Ragnarok, but not yet. I haven't had enough time. Just too little time, so many games.
Tell me about it, dude.
Yeah.
And I know you watch a lot of anime as well on the side, so, I mean, you probably have even less time than me to play games.
Yeah, I watch a lot of anime. Yeah.
Maybe
there's a lot of good stuff this year, so yeah.
Maybe we should have a bonus episode just for anime.
Oh well, please invite me as episode for sure.
You can host it if you want.
Even better, yeah. Leave it up to me. Yeah,
Okay, we can discuss after this.
definitely.
Cool. So God of War Ragnarok, amazing game. I loved it. I think it's the only non-Japanese game that I've played and finished this year. I was looking at my list earlier, or no, earlier today, was yesterday, and I think God of War is the only non-Japanese game I've played and finished this year.
I've only played Japanese games this year. This year. So it says a lot about us, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just really enjoy Japanese games.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm not learning Japanese for nothing.
Yeah, you're already one step ahead. Like, I considered learning Japanese just so I could play non-localized games. But, yeah.
That is a very, that would be great. If I can manage to do that, I would be very happy. Because there are games that are never localized.
If you manage to do that, I would literally pay you to be my translator.
Sign me up.
I mean, it's probably better if I learn Japanese as well, but the other one sounds like a more easy way out, you know?
I mean, I will give a warning. It does take a lot of time and effort. Like, even if you like it, because I do really like the Japanese language, but it's gonna take a while. You're not gonna get there fast.
Thank you for the encouragement, dude. I'll keep that in mind.
But if you keep watching anime, that's a great way to practice. And yeah, I mean, not always, depends on the anime, but yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. Congratulations. Well deserved, I would say.
Yeah, I agree, even though I haven't played it, but I would probably agree.
You would agree. You would agree.
Yeah.
Oh, moving on to Best Action Game, which Bayonetta 3 was the winner. And we had a few more notable nominations. It was Neon White, Sifu, and TMNT. There was also Call of Duty, but I don't really play Call of Duty, so it's the only one I don't really have an opinion on.
I'm very happy for Neon White. It actually made it here. That's pretty good.
Neon White was insane. Okay, never mind. Okay, then I lied earlier. Neon White is not a Japanese game. I played Neon White.
It's not? Really?
I don't think it's a Japanese. No, it's not a Japanese game.
The feeling is super Japanese, like anime, not just Japanese.
Neon White...
The dialogue is very anime and the art style.
Neon White was developed by Angel Matrix, Ben Esposito. Angel Matrix is that the company's name? Okay, it's a small collaborative group of independent video game developers. Okay, yeah. So it's not a Japanese game. However, I played Neon White. I haven't finished it. I got to chapter 8, I think, out of 10, maybe. I love it. I have like 30 hours on it. I spend most of them trying to beat my scores in earlier levels instead of just progressing the story because it's so addicting. I love it.
Yeah, it does look very addicting. It's on my playlist again.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it at some point. I know I'll like it.
It's honestly such a good game. My favorite indie game of the year for sure. Easily, no questions asked. Like hands down, my favorite indie game of the year.
It's the indie game that made the most, like, that got my attention, let's say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's such a great game. However, Bayonetta 3 won, which was again a great game. I finished it. I played all Bayonetta games. I don't know if I prefer 3 to 2, to be honest. They're both good for their own reasons. But yeah, I can see why it won. It was a great game. Maybe not my favorite in the series. Have you played any of the Bayonetta games?
No, but it looks very similar to Metal Gear Rising.
It's made by Platinum Games, same dev.
Oh,
Uh,
so it makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I would say it's more similar to Devil May Cry rather than Metal Gear Rising.
Okay,
Have you
I see.
played Devil May Cry games?
Devil May Cry, no, again, on my playlist, so many things, so little time. But it does look like a very exciting game. A very over-the-top game for sure.
Exactly. So I love it.
Yes. Also, I guess the voice actress that wanted to scuff the game, I guess that didn't work out since it even won an award here. So yeah,
Yeah, there was some drama before the game released, right? With
yeah,
the voice actress made some statements about the deal that was proposed to her and called out for a boycotting of the game. Then Platinum Games or Nintendo, I think it was Platinum, that oh no, actually there was a report from Bloomberg, I think, that detailed a bit the actual situation. Then I don't really remember what happened. All I remember was that both sides were saying different things. At the end of the day, my takeaway from this is, in general, respect your voice actors, respect everyone who works to make a game what it is. And I'm not really sure what exactly happened in that situation.
I think it turned out she kind of made it a bigger deal than it actually was. Like they initially offered her, or maybe not initially, but at some point they offered her to voice a few lines, not a lot, so not like the whole game, and then offered the price for those few lines. And she thought that that would be the price for the entire game, not just a few voice lines or something like that. So there was definitely either lying or misunderstanding, one of the two. Yeah.
Maybe one of the two. Yeah. Either way, really unfortunate situation for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it came out alright. It won. So
yeah, the game turned out really good, minus some performance issues, but other than that, the game was pretty good. They announced a new one, by the way. Did you see that?
They did.
They announced a prequel-ish game. It's Bayonetta. I don't remember the title. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Demon, something like that. Which, do you know Okami, the game?
Yes. Like the game a lot.
It has a similar art style. I think it's the same
Really?
director. Yeah, I think it's the same director as well, because the director of Okami was the director of Bayonetta 3. I think it's the same director, and yeah, it seems like a more chill game. It's more. It fits the Nintendo vibe more, if you know what I mean. If you look it up, you're gonna know what I mean.
What's the name? Bayonetta?
I think it's Bayonetta. Bayonetta Origins. Cereza and the Lost Demon. There we go. Cereza and the Lost Demon. So you can have a look at the art style. I actually really like the art style. It's beautiful.
Let me check it out.
However,
I can't seem to find it.
I'll send you a link real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna play though. Like the actual gameplay.
Oh, wow, that is interesting.
It's really nice, isn't it?
That was not the art style I was expecting. Yeah, it's definitely something unique and new.
Yeah. And it's getting a physical release, so I'll definitely be picking this up.
Oh, that's nice.
The box art is actually really good. Look at it.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Oh my god. Oh, it's another game for next year.
There's so many games.
There's so many games. Although this is probably, like a smaller game. It's not going to be like a... I'm not expecting it to be like a full-length 30-hour game. It's probably like a small game.
It's probably 15 hours, maybe 10.
That's what I would expect. I don't even know if it's a full price game. Like 60 euros, dollars. I don't know. Exciting nonetheless. Looking forward to this. Great, okay. So, next award was Innovation in Accessibility, which is a really important category in my opinion. Like, the more people get to experience games, the better it is for everyone, right? The industry as a whole, the people that might not be able to traditionally access a game that's not made with accessibility in mind. It's a really respectable category, and I'm really happy that there's so many games that are trying right now to be more accessible. And the winner was God of War Ragnarok here as well.
So I'm not very familiar with like the technicalities in God of War Ragnarok. Like, what did it do actually make it more accessible?
Okay, to be completely honest, I didn't really check out the accessibility settings by myself. I know they were really in depth from what I've seen. I personally haven't used them. I don't know, but it seems like they were the best in terms of this. There's also The Last of Us Part 1 nominated, which, from what I remember, The Last of Us Part 2 had amazing accessibility features as well. So I imagine that at least the same ones would carry over to, the remake of The Last of Us Part 1. But for God of War Ragnarok to have won, it means that it went above and beyond, which is always great to see.
Yeah, I'm seeing God of War getting nominated and winning a lot of these, so I'm even more hyped to play it now. So yeah, that's nice.
You're gonna enjoy it. I can. Oh, okay. To be honest, I borrowed it as well. I was gonna say I could lend it to you, but it's not mine. If it was, I would lend it to you.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for it. Yeah.
Sorry, dude. Sorry for getting you hyped up.
It's okay. I mean, I'll buy it anyway. We played the first game. I played with a friend. So we'll definitely play the second one as well again together. So we'll probably share the price.
Is that the same friend with Xenoblade?
No, that's a different friend.
Oh, wow, okay.
I have two main friends who are playing video games, and yeah, those are the two ones.
I was gonna say you guys have a big backlog, but okay, if it's a different friend, makes sense.
Yeah, it's a different friend. Yeah.
Awesome. So, best VR AR game, and I haven't played any of these.
I don't own a VR headset or AR, so
we could probably skip the category then. Yeah. Best community support, Final Fantasy 14 Online winner. There we go. I agree with that. There we go. Jokes aside, there was Destiny 2, which I've also played. I've played No Man's Sky. I've played Apex when it launched. I've played Fortnite when it was really big for a bit. I agree with Final Fantasy. Great community. What do you think?
Yep, I agree as well. I started, I guess not this year, but I started Final Fantasy 14 last year, played until Endwalker released, stopped there because the servers were about to burst from the number of players logging in. Yep. So I took a break and then started again, but yeah, everyone is so friendly. I haven't seen an online game with these low levels of toxicity ever. I've never seen something like that yet. So yeah, I appreciate the non-toxic community. Yeah, it's great, especially after coming from League of Legends. So yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. However, to be fair, it's the developers behind the game. They take swift action against people that might behave in a toxic manner, really swiftly. So
I see.
Even if people want to be toxic, I think they just it's a really good preventative measure of, okay, I don't want to get my account banned, so I'm not gonna be toxic, which works. Clearly it works, right?
Imagine if you've been playing I don't know, for 1 year, grinded a whole lot of stuff, and then you say something bad and get banned. Yeah, you would probably be careful and not get banned after that. Yeah.
It's really strict when it comes to interactions between players. Which,
well, I prefer it this way, so it works for me.
Some people would say it can also have negatives, which I guess if you're people being forced to be kind, it's a really weird concept, but I don't know. I like it. I play Final Fantasy. I love the way the the game is. I love the community. Thankfully, I've not come across any toxicity either, so we're good.
This would be a great topic for another episode. Like, how much toxicity is okay for a game?
Oh my god,
we...
that's a hot topic.
How much should you suppress the toxicity? Like, is it?
You
should
really
you
like
go
hot topics,
far and above?
right?
Or...
You really have some hot takes here. Some people would say no toxicity is the best.
Yeah, I mean, I would say no, but there's a debate to be had where they're like banning everything and everyone is a good idea or not.
That in that sense, yeah, okay. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. How strict should you be? That's the point I'm trying to make.
It's always, I guess, under context, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Like, but again, don't be rude to people. Respect others. Obviously, like, be a decent human. Right?
I agree. Exactly. That's how everyone should be.
Exactly. So saying it's under context is a wrong way to say it. Like, I take that back because you can't really justify being toxic, right? Just remove yourself from the situation. Like, no need to just be toxic so much. Just remove yourself from the situation. That's it. Just be like, nope, I'm out.
I've talked with friends about this, and they told me, like, they know they have the option to get out.
Yeah.
But they much prefer to fight back. And so that's how toxic fights always end up happening.
It makes sense when you put it that way, but I personally would just, be like, okay, there is nothing to gain by being toxic. At least rationally, there's nothing to gain. I'll just remove myself from the situation. That's it. Go do something else. But yeah, obviously people see it in a different light.
For anyone wondering, when I was playing League of Legends, the moment someone was toxic, I just muted everyone. I continued playing the game, yeah.
There we go.
I don't play the game anymore as much, maybe once a month or something. That's about it.
I just, relax, because it's a very relaxing game to play.
Yeah, I've just played when, friends are like, hey, you want to hop in the game? We need one more player. I'm like, sure, okay. But that's not common, though. Yeah.
But if you're just playing with friends, though, it's probably a really great experience. And there's not going to be any toxicity. Or if there is, it's between friends. So you're like, okay, it's banter at that point.
It's banter at that point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Banter is always fun.
Yeah.
Do you know how long we've already been talking about this?
I'm guessing 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 52 minutes. Oh my god, this is gonna be a massive episode. Okay. We should split it. We should probably split it into 2 episodes.
You're gonna cut down some stuff, so it's probably gonna end up at around 40 at this point, at this mark, I mean.
Really? It doesn't feel like we wasted any time. I mean,
I guess so. We can't skip even some parts, so.
Yeah, oh my god. Maybe we should split it into 2 episodes. I don't know, yeah, maybe. My god, we started great. We're going great. So, next category. Best mobile game. You play mobile games, so maybe this category interests you.
Oof. So, my most played game this year and last year has been Fate Grand Order, which is a mobile game. But it's not even nominated, and I'm not surprised because it's not famous at all in the West. Like, everyone knows about it in Japan and maybe Asia in general, but crossover to West, no way, no one knows what Fate Grand Order is.
I don't think it could be nominated though, right? It didn't release this year.
But Genshin didn't release this year either.
November 2021, so I guess it made the cutoff date. It must have.
Wasn't it like September?
Was it? Let's see.
I think it was September.
Genshin Impact release date. It was September. Let's see.
Yeah, so it's definitely.
Oh wait, no, it was 2020. What am I saying?
Oh yeah, it's not.
It was 2020. Oh, yeah, okay. So
right.
it doesn't. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh my god, it's been 2 years since Genshin released.
Yeah, that's right. The Summer got released, which is the 2nd anniversary. Yeah.
God, dude, time flew by so quickly. Okay.
Yeah, so I've played Genshin. I still do from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely prefer Fate Grand Order, but Genshin Impact's pretty cool. I have a lot of beef with it, especially in the gacha department. But
Oh
but
my, that's
it's
another
a good
topic.
thing.
That's another
Yeah,
episode.
that's another story. Yeah, for another episode. For another.
Oh my god. I really like Genshin as well. I played it. I also play it every so often now. Marvel Snap. Have you played Marvel Snap? That's what one. I haven't played it.
I have not played it, but I do know about it, and I did hear a lot of hype behind it. But
Really?
it's kind of a card game, I think, is it not?
Oh
I
wait,
think so.
that's the card game my cousin was talking to me about. Then I think developers behind that were also behind Hearthstone. That
Oh, is
makes
it Ben
so
Brode?
much sense. That makes so much sense why it won
Oh,
against
it's
the
Ben
card game.
Brode.
Oh, okay,
it's...
maybe I should check it out actually.
Okay, interesting.
Wow,
I didn't know it was
okay.
Ben Brode. Okay.
Wow,
For
okay,
those who
well,
don't know,
congratulations.
Ben Brode was the first like director, I guess, or project leader for Hearthstone, and had been for 2 or 3 years. He was there for a while, yeah. And the funny thing is, he started at Blizzard as the like pizza delivery guy or something like that. It was, yeah, it's a funny story. Yeah,
Really? I had no clue.
yeah. I don't know the whole thing, but I heard he was like just a delivery boy or something, and now he's look at him. Now he's directing award-winning games. So yeah,
Super
good on
respect.
him. Yeah.
Super respect.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna check out Marvel Snap because funnily enough, it just snapped that it is the card game my cousin was talking about. Okay, I'll have a look at that afterwards. Good, congratulations. I guess well deserved.
Yep.
Best debut indie game. Oh, big category. Neon White, Norco, Stray, which won? Tunic, Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, so from these, I know Neon White and Vampire Survivors. Do not know what Norco. Stray, I've seen a lot of images and talk about it. It's the one with the cat, right?
It's the cat game, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is about. Like, you're just a cat, or what are you doing?
I haven't played it yet, but it is in the backlog. I know Vampire Survivors. I have it. I bought it. I haven't played it yet, but it's super hyped. I think it was like #1 sales on Steam for. Oh no, sorry, not #1 sales.
Really?
It was #1 played game on the Steam Deck from the stats that Valve is releasing on Twitter every so often. Vampire Survivors was #1 for quite a few weeks.
Yeah, Vampire Survivors, when it came out, like there were so many YouTube videos about it, like, and VTubers playing it, and yeah, it was pretty popular. Yeah.
It got an expansion, by the way, a few days ago.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah.
Need to play that as well. Oh my god, such a big list. Tunic recently also released on some platforms. It was out on, I think it was Xbox and Game Pass, and now it released on Switch really recently. It's basically a Zelda-inspired game, if you've seen it. Looks pretty cute, to be honest.
I have not, but I just noticed the next category, which is best indie game. What's the difference?
So, basically, best debut indie game is a studio's first game. Like, we make a new studio,
sense.
it's our first indie game, which
makes sense. Yeah.
If you see, most of them are the same nominations, except like the next
Sifu.
category has Sifu and Cult of the Lamb, which I heard really good stuff about. But Stray won again.
I haven't heard of that.
Really? Oh, it's a roguelike game. You might like it, actually. I love the art style.
Let me look it up real quick. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I've seen something. Like a few mentions of this. Yeah, it does look interesting. Yeah.
Stray won both categories, which I guess makes sense. Because if you're the best indie game, you're again the best debut indie game, right? If you are a debut indie game and you are the best indie game, then you are the best debut indie game. It makes sense.
Exactly.
So if you're dominating both categories and you win best indie game, you're gonna win the other one. Either way, I need to play it. I'm a bit sad that Neon White didn't win because I loved it, but I have to check Stray out and see for myself.
Yep.
Best ongoing game. Winner, Final Fantasy 14 Online.
There we go.
There we go. No complaints about that. There's Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. I also really like Destiny 2, although I do have some complaints about it. Have you played Destiny 2?
I have not. I know about it, but I don't think I would be interested in the shooter. Like in general, I don't play shooters, so Fortnite or Destiny or Apex would not be in my radar.
I'm pretty much the same. However, Destiny 2 basically is a looter shooter. It is an RPG. Like, if you've played Borderlands, have you played Borderlands before?
A little bit at a friend's house.
Did you enjoy it?
Not particularly. I just kind of viewed it as another shooter. I know there's plenty of differences between shooters, but I just don't enjoy the shooting gameplay. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But Final Fantasy 14, I guess we both agree on that, right?
Yep. I mean, it's between that and Genshin Impact because I haven't played the rest. And 14 is a superior story so far. Genshin Impact is not bad at all. Like, the story is great, especially Sumeru. I really liked Nahida's story, Scaramouche, and all that stuff. It was great. But 14 takes the medal. Yeah.
Is Sumeru the latest released one?
Yes, Sumeru came out like, I want to say 4 months ago. It's the Dendro region. And it made the game a lot better.
For people that are watching and don't want to be spoiled, there's a big spoiler alert now. Spoilers for Genshin Impact's latest region. So I've seen quite a few stuff. My girlfriend was streaming the game for me, and she was playing through the story, and I was really surprised with the whole Steins Gate plot twist.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is so cool.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
I was
Also,
like, whoa.
When you had to pick out your correct thoughts, the thoughts that mattered, so that you would progress the story.
Yeah.
That was a great new mechanic. I hope they bring it back.
Yeah, when the character is basically combining that's the same as 13 Sentinels, right? Kind of.
Oh yeah, that's I didn't realize that, but yeah, it's pretty similar. Yeah. And
yeah, it's
I love
really
13
good.
13 Sentinels, by the way, amazing game. You should play it. It's so good.
I bought it, and I bought it twice, and it's played
on different platforms, right?
Of course, yeah. I bought it once on the PlayStation. I played 2-3 hours. Then Lost Judgment came out. I think it was Lost Judgment. No, it couldn't have been Lost Judgment. Something else came out, and I got sidetracked. Yeah, Lost Judgment was the year after. What am I saying? Something else came out. I got sidetracked, and then I was like, okay, there's so many games. I'm gonna play these, and then I bought it again recently on the Switch, which is more likely for me to play it on.
Yeah, so I heard it was great, so I checked it out, bought it for a very cheap price, probably because it's not famous at all. I was blown away. The story was amazing. If you like sci-fi, you will love this game. It has pretty much every trope in sci-fi, but done in a good way, like it's full of plot twists. You love it. If you like sci-fi, you love it. It's great.
You know me, right? You know my favorite games and stories. Like I've noticed that it's probably all my favorite games and stories and anime and all of that have one really similar theme. It's about defying destiny, and usually there's some time travel involved. You can see that in.
Mhm.
So you can see that in. Okay, spoilers again for different anime and games. That's probably not specific. I'm sorry. You could probably skip this part. You can see that in Steins Gate. You can see that in The House in Fata Morgana. I was gonna mention something else, but that's spoilers for you, so I won't. There's, you can see it in Higurashi, kind of. Like I don't know why I love this tropes themes. I don't know. I just love them.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular trope. Like, and it works. I mean, you want to fight against destiny. You want to fight against the predetermined path that you don't want to follow. So yeah, it's great. It's great.
Erased.
Also, yeah, Erased as well. Yeah,
oh my God,
yeah, Erased as well. Yeah.
I was going to show another thing that's also spoilers for you. Damn it.
Is it? If I had to guess, I would say Xenoblade, but don't comment on that.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Don't comment on that. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Anyway,
don't say it.
I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, cool. Yeah. Games for Impact, next category. Spoilers are over, by the way. I'm sure this is really helpful.
How would they know?
Exactly. I thought they wouldn't. It's not helpful at all. I'm such a.
I mean, you didn't really mention any spoilers though. Like.
No, I said
guess...
Higurashi and see it's not spoilers over, dude.
I guess Higurashi's kind of I guess it is. Yeah.
It's probably go to the next category.
Yeah. Games for Impact.
Yeah. Games for Impact. Oof, I haven't played any of these, so I don't really want to, say an opinion for something I don't know.
Me neither. Yeah. So I think it's a skip.
Yeah, congratulations though on As Dusk Falls, because that was the winner. Best performance. Oof, another interesting category. And the winner was Christopher Judge as Kratos in God of War Ragnarok, which I fully support. He was fucking amazing. I've loved clips.
I've heard clips, and indeed he was amazing. Like, I would probably vote the same if I had played the whole game. So yeah, agreed.
Yeah, he was okay. Kratos in Ragnarok was my favorite Kratos in all God of War games, and I've played all of them except Ghost of Sparta on the PSP and Ascension on the PS3. But
wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, he's such a great Kratos. I loved him. Everything about him is great. I don't want to butcher any names, but yeah, congratulations to Christopher Judge. Really well deserved. Okay, now the next category, best audio design. Oof.
So audio does not include music, right?
That's a different category.
Oh yeah, that's the next category. All right, yeah.
Which audio I am design. So.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, we'll go after that. Yeah, best audio design, God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I see that. Elden Ring was also really good, to be fair.
Yeah, I have to say Elden Ring is also great. Audio design. The cues of when you're about to do a critical and all that stuff, super good, very helpful. It's great. Yeah.
I'm happy with either winning personally. God of War won. Congratulations, well deserved, I would say.
Yeah.
So now the category which I'm most disappointed in, and I'll explain. I'll explain. Best score and music. The winner again was God of War Ragnarok, which was phenomenal, right? It was amazing. Mm-hmm. But come on, you had Xenoblade 3 here. That was unfair, dude. They stole it from them. Like, this was the only category Xenoblade had like really high chances of winning, in my opinion, versus the competition at least, and it was robbed. That's what I'm gonna say.
Such a shame. I mean, I haven't played Xenoblade 3, but I love the soundtrack of the first one, especially the boss fight theme, like I still remember that until this day.
It's the composer. He did Chrono Trigger as well, from what I remember. Like Yasunori Mitsuda. Again, I don't want to butcher any names. He's great. He did so many good soundtracks in general, and he really deserved this win, in my opinion. Such a shame. It's the only category I really disagree with.
So I haven't. So Elden. How about Elden Ring though? What do you have anything to say about Elden Ring?
The soundtrack was really good, but if I had to choose between Elden Ring and God of War, I think God of War's was better.
I see. I like the soundtrack of Elden Ring. Like, I didn't find it like super exceptional, but the main theme, and should I say it, or is it a bit of a spoiler? Okay, skip ahead 10 seconds if you don't want to get spoiled for something in Elden Ring. Yeah, the final boss music was great because it's a reference to the main theme, and that was amazing. That's all I have to say. Yeah, spoilers are over. Yeah,
that's probably a spoiler for me as well, but I know who the last boss is, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I haven't heard it, but
yeah,
I like the main theme, so
the main theme's great. Yeah, main theme is great. It's super memorable. Probably gonna remember it for a very long time. Yeah.
Okay, it's worth mentioning that Metal Hellsinger is. I've played the demo to that. Maybe I would nominate that in audio design, actually, because I don't know if you've played it. Basically, how the game works is it's a really fast-paced first-person shooter game, and the music that plays is proportionate to how well you're playing in the game. So it's similar to how Devil May Cry 5 does it, where the higher your combo is, you can hear the full song with the vocals. But if you're messing up, it drops. Yeah, so maybe that was also like, it was probably a better category for best audio design to nominate it in.
It's always very, like, it's an excellent choice whenever music becomes what's the word? Diegetic.
Diegetic and dynamic.
Yeah, both. Yeah, that's great. Like, Metal Gear Rising was one of the best games out there that it is, or at least that I know of. Yeah. Have you played Rising?
Of course I played Rising, but
excellent.
Just a quick note: diegetic, though, doesn't mean that it ties into the actual world. Like, it originates from the world. So let's say what I would call diegetic music is when you're walking about in like a bar, maybe in Uncharted, and you hear music from the radio. That's what I would call
Yeah, that's exactly what diegetic is. When I mentioned Metal Gear Rising, I meant the dynamic part, not the diegetic.
Okay, yeah. And for Metal Hellsinger as well, because I don't think it's diegetic. It was just music. Yeah. Okay.
I was just encompassing both dynamic and diegetic. Both of
100% agreed.
Yeah.
100. Xenoblade has diegetic music.
Oh yeah, you did mention it in one of the episodes, didn't you?
Did I?
I think you did. I think you did. Or maybe it was not on the podcast. Oh, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I bother you quite a lot. Moving on to the best art direction. Another big category. And Elden Ring won. What do you think about that?
So we should also mention the nominees, I think, for this one. Because God of War was also very visually pleasing, I would say, or stunning with the flashiness and all that. Even though I haven't played it again, but I've seen a lot of images and videos about it. So yeah, Horizon is also a great one. Like, I've played the first Horizon, not Forbidden West, but it was very like scenic, the first game. So I assume the second one is as well, if not even better. So that's a strong contender too. Scorn and Stray, I haven't played though, so I don't know.
Well, do you agree with Elden Ring winning then? Are you happy with it?
I think Elden Ring always, like FromSoft, usually goes for darker themes, like people having multiple arms after being ripped out, stuff like that. Like very, I wouldn't say gory, but just dark in general. And Elden Ring is also like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it also has knights and stuff, though, so it's not all super dark. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a good pick. Yeah,
It's a good pick. Yeah, I mean, Horizon had, if we're talking about designs of enemies and environments, Horizon had some really interesting monster design. The enemy designs. I haven't played the first one. I only played a bit of Forbidden West. I really enjoyed the art in that game, though. As for the winner, God of War also looks really nice. Like, everything's coherent. I really like the designs of characters mostly, because the enemies are similar to enemies from the first one. You can't really go wrong with Elden Ring, I would say here. It's a fine choice.
I do want to mention that in the first Horizon, the designs of the enemies was pretty cool, like, because they're all mechanical, as you probably already know.
Yeah.
But they have extractable parts and also attacks that are related to those parts, so you can kind of take them out to remove attacks from them. So it's pretty great. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's technically it's actually impressive. It's fun that you could do that.
Yeah.
Kind of like Monster Hunter. And
maybe, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Maybe Dragon's Dogma, which I haven't played that much either. But I know you can attack specific parts of monsters.
And maybe a little bit in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Kind of, yeah, there are some boss fights where you do that. Yeah.
Which boss fights? I finished it, but I can't really recall.
So if I remember the crab, remember the
first
underground.
Boss.
It's not the first boss. Like, is it
Wasn't
the fourth one? If you're underground and you're fighting like a crab tongue, I think.
Isn't that when you're trying to blow up sector 9, 7?
I think it's after that. I forgot. It's been a while. Love that game, by the way. Amazing game.
Amazing game. Crisis Core is coming out next week.
Yeah, I can't play it on release, but I will definitely be playing it at some point.
I wonder if they changed things up to fit
the name is Crab Warden. I just looked it up.
Crab Warden. That says nothing. Let's see. Crab Warden, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Crab Warden boss fight. Wait, what? What is this?
Remember it?
Wait,
you remember the boss fight?
No.
I mean, it's not very story relevant. It's just a boss that comes out of nowhere. I don't think it even exists in the original, but I think it's a great boss fight.
And this isn't optional. This is a boss in the story. So I fought this.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you definitely fought this.
I don't remember this.
It's fine. It's okay.
Okay. Fair enough. Chapter 5, it says here. Okay. I don't remember.
It's alright.
God. Okay.
I've played the game twice, so it's probably why I remember some stuff more.
Did you finish it on hard?
Yeah, I played once on normal and then on hard, yeah. Love the game.
Did you get a platinum trophy then?
I think I did. Yeah, I should have, yeah. I think I have one.
Mm-hmm. I need to go do that as well. Now that we said Final Fantasy, there was one game that didn't get nominated. Where's Final Fantasy Origins?
Final Fantasy Origins was this year?
I think so. Final Fantasy Origin Stranger of Paradise. Okay, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. It was 2022 March.
Oh yeah, indeed, it was this year. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Jack Garland is an amazing protagonist. I'm not memeing. I love
I just
him.
I can't think of him without
Without
listening
the
to
memes.
the words. Yeah, without the memes.
Chaos.
I haven't played the game yet, but I want to. I heard it's actually kind of good, or I think.
Unironically, he is one of the best Final Fantasy protagonists. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's great. I love him.
I have to play it now.
And I love how Square Enix is playing in the meme as well. They had this series of Twitter posts throughout the year. There was like, oh, tell us about your favorite white mage in the Final Fantasy series. And it had like white mages from different Final Fantasy games. And it was always the same picture of Jack for every job. It was like, tell us about your favorite Dark Knight, about your favorite warrior. And it was always Jack with his with the same with the same face basically. For that, it was great.
Yeah. That's great stuff. It's great when the companies actually get the memes.
Exactly.
They play the memes. It's great.
Exactly. I remember people were making fun of this game so much before it released, but honestly, they knew exactly what they were doing. Sneaky Square. Right. Okay, I think we can move to the best narrative.
Ooh, I do have a few comments here.
Go. Okay, the winner was God of War Ragnarok. Go.
Do mention the nominees first, though. Yeah, okay. I think we should do that. Yeah,
it is fair. Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Immortality.
Okay, the comment I have is for Elden Ring. It was nominated for Best Narrative. So I want to ask you, what do you think of the narrative of its turn? Before I go on and say my part.
Okay, this is a topic I've seen people discuss on Twitter. Some people were saying there's no narrative, there's no coherent story, there's no linear story, which I understand them. But there's also other people that are saying that, it doesn't always have to be, laid out in front of you. It's good if you work for it, like most Souls games, right? Because most Souls games are like that, I think. Like, it's no...
Definitely.
Exactly. For me, I have no clue what was happening in Elden Ring, but that was by choice. Like, I didn't care enough to pursue it. Like, I love to explore the world. I love to find hidden secrets, but I didn't really care about an overbranching narrative. For me.
So if I were to ask you what is the Elden Ring, what would you answer?
Yeah, the game or the object in the game?
The object in the game.
It's a ring, I can tell you that much. And I'm gonna look stupid now, but I think it was either broken or you had to break it. I don't know.
Yeah, so that kind of plays into my point. A lot of people finish the game and have no idea what the story even is about.
Are you one of those people?
I think that's a bad thing. You're asking if I'm one of those. So I'm someone who always care about story in video games. Always. Like, I would never skip a cutscene unless it's completely like something extra, like unnecessary. But besides that, I will never skip a cutscene. Yeah, I will always pay attention to the story. I want to understand why I'm fighting this boss, or why am I on this journey? What is my purpose in this game? I always want to know these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I had hopes that Elden Ring was going to be more like Sekiro instead of Dark Souls, in the sense that you actually have a good idea of what you're doing, not a vague idea like Dark Souls. But that did not turn out to be the case. It kind of feels like a copy-paste of the overbranching, like the generic, like... Have you played Dark Souls 1 or 3 or 2?
I've only played Demon Souls.
Okay, so in Dark Souls 1 and 3, you have to go seek the flame and rekindle the flame. You're the kindled one. Mm-hmm. Which is very similar to an Elden Ring, where you're the tarnished and you have to claim the Elden Ring, fix it, restore balance in the world. Yeah, you were about to say.
Fix it? Is that what you have to do with the Elden Ring?
Yeah, basically, Malenia broke it. Not Malenia, no. Marika. Yeah, I get some of those names. names confused. But yeah, Marika broke the Elden Ring. You have to go fix it to restore balance in the world. But you don't even know what that means. You don't know what the balance with the world is. You don't know what consequences what are the consequences when you fix the Elden Ring, or if you let it rot, or just never fix it. You don't know any of these things. And I'm someone who tried reading a lot of the description, the items. There's for those that don't know, there's a lot of description in the items where you can learn more lore about the game and the item and everything in general. I tried doing that. I tried paying attention to the story. I talked to a bunch of NPCs. Not everyone, though. It's kind of hard to find everyone. But in the end, I didn't actually understand the story all that way. I still needed Batividia or whatever YouTuber does some videos on the game to understand the story. I think that's a shame, because the story is actually great. Like, if you read the whole thing in one cohesive manner, in a book form, let's say, it's a great story. But you really can't experience it in the game, and that's a shame. I hate that. I hope they don't continue with this trend. I know that's kind of a hot topic, because a lot of people, as you said, loved how it's more of a show don't tell experience. But I think they went a bit too hard on this. Like, you should at least tell something, know the general idea of what you're doing. You don't even know that, but yeah, that's kind of my hot take. A bit, kind of.
I mean, to be honest, I would agree with you, because I'm also someone who really enjoys knowing why I'm doing some stuff in a game.
Yeah,
exactly, right? There are games where I really don't care about the story and I'm all about the gameplay. Elden Ring was one of them, but I would also like if it wasn't, if that makes sense. As you're saying,
yeah.
I was gonna say that knowing why I do what I'm doing would make it more immersive, but
exactly.
But it's funny, because Elden Ring was one of the most immersive games I've played this year, and it didn't even have that. So I don't know. I would prefer, again, if it was more cohesive. I don't really mind that it wasn't, because that's not why I enjoyed the game. But I fully understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I was just hoping for more of a Sekiro experience where you haven't played Sekiro, right?
I've played up until I don't know if it's the first boss. There's
you've seen the first cutscenes at least, right?
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I did.
Okay, so then that's not a good example I'm bringing up, but I was about to say, you at least know that you're going to rescue your master, and that's pretty much it. And when you do rescue the master, he tells you, hey, I have this plan, I want you to do this for these reasons, and you know exactly what you're doing. You might not know every single little detail in the entirety of the world, but you get a pretty good idea of what you're doing and why you're doing it and what's the consequences. Not in Elden.
Even if those reasons or consequences are not that impactful, I guess it doesn't matter, right? At least you know them.
Yeah. Although in the case of Sekiro, it is impactful, because it does impact the entire region. Let's say town. I'm not sure what it is. It's the Ashina region. Yeah.
Hopefully, well, there's their new game, Armored Core 6. I know you're really excited about that.
Ooh, yeah. I've been playing. I played Armored Core 10 years ago, which is the Armored Core 4 for Answer. That's the one. I think it's one of the best mecha games you're gonna play out there. If you're talking about 3D maneuver, what's the word? Maneuverability.
Maneuvering? I don't
Maneuvering,
know.
yeah. I'm
English is not our first language, clearly.
Yeah, we're sorry, guys. If we're talking about 3D maneuvering, it's definitely the best. The mechanics, there's a lot of weight behind it, and that's what you want to feel if you're a mecha fan. And it's just great. I can't do it justice just by talking about it. You have to play it for yourself to see.
Is it a PvP or PvE game?
Both actually. There's a story which is PvE, of course. But you can also go online and play PvP. In that sense, it's similar to Sekiro, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and all that stuff. Yeah.
How is the story though? Is it like Sekiro, as you said, like you know what you're doing?
It's closer to Sekiro. Yeah? You know what you're doing. You know why the world is in peril, and you have many choices. Like you can choose to save a lot of people or kill nearly everyone, which is quite something. Yeah.
Okay. You can choose your path, I guess. That's good.
Yeah, it's great. I won't spoil the surprise for the one guy out there who might check it out, but yeah, it's great.
Is that the Armored Core 4?
Armored Core 4 Answer. It's not 4 and 4 Answer are not the same game.
They're not the same game.
Yeah, they're not the same game. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played 4. I've played 4 Answer. I've played 5 as well. Sadly, 5 wasn't as good. 4 Answer was definitely better. But Armored Core 6, man, that game, I have so many hopes for that game. I thought the franchise was dead. Like, I thought I would never see Armored Core again. But here it is. It's great.
Do we know if it's coming out next year or is it not confirmed?
Yeah, it says 22. I think it did. Let me double check.
Oh my god, so many games again.
Yeah, so many games. I'm pretty sure it said 2023, right?
Don't remember.
Yeah, or 24 the latest, some people say. So it's not that far off, which is very surprising because, trailer out of nowhere without even any gameplay. And they're saying within 1 year it's going to be out.
That's insane.
I don't know how that's... Yeah.
It's not like it's one random trailer about a game that is next year. Like, it's a From Software game. They're known for their quality. So
yeah, they've gone through a lot of things. Before Dark Souls, they weren't that famous at all. So Armored Core wasn't really pulling much money,
Mm-hmm.
But now Armored Core has a chance to shine, has a chance to actually make it big, just like Dark Souls and the rest. And I have high hopes. They did say they're going to change up the gameplay. That has me a little worried, but then again, it's FromSoft. I love their gameplays, so I trust them. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same with many devs. I trust them until they prove me wrong.
Yeah, until they prove me wrong. Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, Armored Core is going to release earlier than Yakuza 8. Well, I should say Like a Dragon 8.
Yeah, I guess no, it's not Like a Dragon.
Yeah, they
hopefully I'll get to play. Hopefully I'll get to play the rest of the games before that. I've only played 7.
Zero chance you're not making.
Yeah, it's unlikely, but yeah.
I'm still on 5.
That's right.
I have 5 and 6 left.
Yeah.
I think they're like 8. They're like 10 games. There's Yakuza 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is Like a Dragon. Okay, that's the core Yakuza games, and then you also have the 2 Judgment games. That's 10 games, dude. Have fun. Good luck.
I mean, you don't have to play the Judgment games to play Like a Dragon 8, right? Probably.
Oh, you don't have to, but they are in the same universe. Like, okay, this isn't a spoiler because it's a cameo. Like, he doesn't even speak. But one of the cast members of Like a Dragon does appear in in Lost Judgment, and it is set after Like a Dragon.
I see. Next one I'm playing is 0.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a long way to go. Yeah.
Either play the 2 Judgment games now or go from 0 to 6.
I'm gonna go for 0 because Ishin is also coming out. So that's
too
many games. Too many games.
And then there's
too many games.
Kiryu only game that's coming out. in 2023 also. Which
And
is
I'm also playing,
Yeah.
like, right now I'm playing Witch on the Holy Light, so too many games.
Oh yeah, I've seen you play that.
Yeah.
Is it good?
So far, yeah. Not much has happened, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad because I know you were excited for it.
Yeah, I'm a Type Moon fan, so I'm definitely excited for it, yeah.
Hopefully it lives up to your expectations. Let me know
Yep.
how it is. And let me know if I can play it before the Fate games.
I'm pretty sure you can, and it's actually even a good introduction in the universe.
Ah, really?
Like it's kind of like Lost Judgment, which is, takes place in the same universe, but is not there directly influencing one another.
Ah, interesting. Okay, no, in Lost Judgment there is influences. Like, you know what? Spoilers for Yakuza 7.
Oh, okay.
You know how? I mean, okay, this is not massive spoilers. You know how the Tojo? Okay, what happens with the Tojo clan? I'm not gonna say the actual spoilers. Okay, that carries over in Lost Judgment. Obviously, that does have an impact in the overall plot.
I see. I would say that's similar to what's happening in Witch on the Holy Night. So yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
If you want to, you can start from there. Yeah, it's not a bad starting point. Yeah.
Okay. It's another visual novel though. I have quite a few in my backlog. I need to make a priority list.
Same. Yumineko is another one I want to play, but yeah.
Yeah, Yumineko is one of them. Great
100 Hours
is another one of them.
Yeah, that's another one. Steins Gate for me is another one. Too many games.
Hey, you've watched the anime. You could probably skip the VN if you don't have time for it.
But I did, and I loved it, but I remember almost nothing. So it's been like 10 years nearly. When was the Steins Gate anime released?
I think 2011, I think.
Yeah, so it's definitely been 10 years, yeah. I really want to play the VN.
Okay, fair, but I mean, there's a sequel coming out. Spiritual sequel.
Exactly.
I don't know. So maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. Oh, forgot about that. Oh, dude.
So many games.
Oh my god. Never ends. It's only gonna get worse because games are way more mainstream now.
Suffering from. I was about to say success, but that's
not us. That's them making the games.
Suffering from entertainment.
Yes, literally first world problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. We have 2 categories left.
Yep.
Best game direction. 5 nominees: Stray, there was Immortality, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, and Elden Ring. And Elden Ring won.
Yeah, I would say not surprising.
Really not surprising whatsoever. However, God of War was also a really good contender for game direction. I really like how everything was tied together.
I can imagine a lot of people were mad when Ragnarok did not win this one. Because direction is pretty like... It shows how good the game is when you win the best game direction,
Yeah, it's basically like game direction is basically the whole creative vision of the game, right?
Exactly.
I understand Elden Ring winning. It was also my choice, but I voted before I played God of War Ragnarok. I finished God of War Ragnarok like 3 days ago, so
that's probably what a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Maybe I shouldn't vote if I never played more than one. It's not fair.
But then no one would vote because it's very unlikely that you've played all of the games.
Yeah, at least 2 though, right?
I guess, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just my voice of reasoning trying to be objective.
Mm-hmm.
In the last category. Game
the best one
of the year.
Yep.
Horizon, Stray, God of War, A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, that was surprising nomination, to be honest. in a really good way surprising.
Yeah.
I voted for Elden Ring.
I did too.
It was,
I mean,
again, the objectively best choice, I think.
To no one's surprise, Elden Ring wins.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone. I guess maybe a lot of people had hopes for God of War Ragnarok, but I think it came a bit too late into the mix because there's probably a lot of people that still haven't played God of War, just like me, because I'm planning to play it, but I couldn't. So yeah, Elden Ring
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, Elden Ring came out in February. People had so long to talk about it, play it,
exactly.
enjoy it. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not such a fair comparison, but yeah.
I feel bad for Horizon because this happened before. When the first Horizon came out, it was a few weeks either before or after Breath of the Wild. So understandably, most people were talking about Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And this year, Horizon came out, and then again, 1 week later, Elden Ring released. And yeah. That's really unfortunate timing.
Yeah, indeed, unfortunate timing. When I played Elden Ring in March, because I didn't play it on release, I couldn't. I knew this was gonna win the Game of the Year. But I was like, easy, okay, hey, this is definitely gonna be Game of the Year.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Redefined open world games, I would say.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of people will take inspiration from this and copy the good parts of Elden Ring. Please don't copy the narrative. Yeah, a hot take again, but please don't take the narrative.
I really hope the next Zelda does offer a similar degree of exploration and rewards, because I love just going into crypts in Elden Ring and finding this random weapon. I'm like, yo, this is really good. It's rewarding. And this is one of the this is one of the issues I had, I guess, with Breath of the Wild. There's a system that your weapons break. There's durability on your weapons. And when you use a weapon quite often, it breaks and there's no way to repair it or anything. It's just broken, gone forever. And that kind of takes away from the rewards of, I explored, I found this really cool weapon. I don't want to use it because I don't want it to break. I'm just going to save it for the perfect moment to use it. I'm just never going to use it.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, that's probably my biggest issue with Breath of the Wild.
I do have a comment for Elden Ring, like a positive comment. One great thing about the exploration of Elden Ring is that whenever you go in a dungeon or a new area or somewhere off the beaten path, you always know you're gonna find something very new and unique. You're never just gonna get like, a little bit more runes for a level up. Like, no, it's actually gonna be a new unique weapon that might change the entire build of your character, which is amazing. That makes going off the beaten path so worth it. Like, you always feel good about finding new dungeons, even if they're not part of the, let's say, main story. So it gives you an incentive to actually go out there and explore, which not many games do, and I hope many games actually copy that part from Elden Ring. Yeah.
Thank you. Like, Elden Ring felt like that ideal game I had in my head as a kid, where you could go everywhere, explore everything, and
exactly.
It literally felt like I was a kid at Christmas and I put this new game in my PlayStation 2. It's just exactly how I imagined my ideal game, I would say.
And it's even better if you play it blind, because you don't know what's in that chest after the boss fight. You don't know, it might be the best weapon you've seen. It might be a new talisman that changes everything. Maybe the best spirit ashes. You don't know.
Exactly. What we did when we played it with some friends was we each played by ourselves, no co-op, but with, when we were kids and we were playing games and we're like, there was no internet or we didn't have access to it, we were just sharing knowledge between us. That's what we did. We're like, oh, dude, I found this really sick weapon here. And I'm like, oh, cool, okay, where is it? And that was one of the best gaming experiences ever, just sharing knowledge. And because I'm gonna go on a rant now, but I absolutely hate how people are gonna say I don't have to use it, and I know I don't, but I hate how accessible information is when it comes to these things now. And don't get me wrong, okay, to clarify, a new game comes out, and before people even install it on their PlayStation, their Xbox, their computer, whatever, there's guides about it, because people play it early. People play early, and you're like, okay, oh my god, I have so many things to say for this.
Yeah, that's like an entire topic.
I'm gonna do a small rant now, and we can probably pick it up another time.
Go ahead.
I bought Elden Ring on release. I play a bit, and I found something cool. I know, like, deep inside, I know that, you know, this is not something, like, I'm not the first person who found it, right? Like, there's already guides about this online. Not because I was late in finding it, but because people played the game 2 weeks in advance, 1 week in advance, the review copies and everything. And in single-player games, like Elden Ring, I don't really care that much. It's when it happens in MMOs that I hate it so much.
I see. Final Fantasy 14 then.
It doesn't happen in 14. That's why I love it. You buy the expansion. It doesn't happen in 14 because there's no... This is not me hating on any other particular MMO, but there's a trend. It happens that people get to beta test and play test new expansions, new patches, blah blah beforehand. They get to try the new boss fights and raids, and there's guides written already before the patch even has a release date, right? And people already beat the bosses. That's not fun. Because when I open up, hey, let's say a new expansion releases, right, for Final Fantasy 14, and I turn it on and I start playing. If I know in my head that everyone else is using guides to go ahead of me and catch up and min-max and be fully optimal before, you know, we go into raids and everything, if I try to play in my own pace and play more slowly, enjoy the story, find out secrets by myself, I know that I'm not playing as optimally I should. This goes back to the mentality we said earlier, right? Like being the perfectionist or...
Exactly.
But it's an online game.
I have the same, like, everything you just said, basically you took the words right out of my mouth. Like, I wanted to say the exact same thing. Like, I hated how everything online is so optimized, so everyone feels like they should check out the guides and never play just blind or by themselves. Like, I had the same experience with Elden Ring, just like you. Like, I played it blind completely, nothing from the internet. And some of my friends did too, and we were talking and we were sharing some information that we found ourselves and not someone else randomly on the internet. It was an amazing experience. That's how you truly enjoy a single player experience.
Unforgettable, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if we're just like old school.
Yeah,
we're
old.
Prefer that style. Yeah, but it's definitely an experience that you can't mimic as much today. Which is sad.
It's in single player games again. It's not an issue because you're not forced to. Like, you can do whatever you like. It's when it's in MMOs that bothers me the most, I would say. But yeah, Elden Ring allowed us, thankfully, to do that.
Media is a problem as well, though, because, you know, you're gonna get, like, let's say, spoiled in some parts. It's really hard. If you're not playing on day one, you will know about something OP. I mean, I knew about the Mimic tier because before I even started playing the game, so...
Yeah, that's not fun, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to know that.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my, we're done with the categories.
That was a long...
I did not expect us to go for almost 2 hours. Oof.
We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there's so much more to talk about. I think we discussed a few more topics that deserve their own episodes.
Exactly.
We should probably end this episode here and just keep it, focused basically on Game Awards discussion.
I want to say I'm sorry for the mic quality. Next time, whenever that is, it's gonna be better. I promise.
It was actually not bad at all, and
hopefully.
To me it sounds fine. But yeah, Yiannis is gonna have a fancy new microphone for next time. He promised.
Yes,
I
exactly.
Heard.
Yep.
Okay, we can schedule another topic and date and time, because this was actually really fun. I enjoyed it.
Agreed. Thank you for having me. It was an amazing time here.
And I wasn't joking, by the way, when I said there could be a bonus episode about anime and you can host it if you want.
Oh my god, that would be great. I mean, I love talking about anime. I have so much to say. It's great.
You can have a discussion afterwards or at some point tomorrow and see how we're going to plan. Yeah, almost 2 hour episode. This was the longest. It was really fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. That's great. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we didn't bore you. I hope we didn't have too many controversial opinions.
Yeah.
You're probably the biggest suspect for this.
I'm sorry. I have opinions.
Yeah, no, opinions are fine. But yeah, thanks again for listening. It was great. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.